Hello friends, I am going to talk to you today about how I learned about needle felting. So I was on Facebook one day and an advertisement from the Bored Panda came on with these amazing little creatures. And I was like, what is this? So I went on the artist page. He is the Gentleman Felter, and I was just amazed. So I was like, how are they doing this? What is this? So I did some more research, and this is needle felting. So it is 3D sculpture, and as you can see in this picture, they use these little needles. So these little needles. And I'll let you go on his page and learn more about this particular artist. And so he uses these old brushes and then just creates these wonderful little scenes. They're so cute. I could just look at them forever. So adorable. And the movement and the characters. So yeah, he's really popular. So anyways, definitely go on his page and check. Shortly after seeing the artist work, the Gentleman Felter, I found this brush at a thrift store and I had to buy it. And I don't want to do the exact same thing that he does, but I'm waiting for inspiration on using this in one of my needle felting works. So if you have any ideas, go ahead and comment below and let me know what you'd like to see done with this brush. I don't know, maybe a witch's broom. That would be kind of a neat, I could see a little witch riding on there. So let me know, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the tutorials that are coming. So, and thank you. All right. So if you want to learn from the tutorials that I'm going to show you, you will need to purchase. I recommend getting them from Living Felt. This is a starter pack of needles. And it's so fantastic because they are all labeled. You have your little card here and it tells you what each one is for. So they also have a video that goes over their needles that you can watch, and it's just fantastic to have everything. It tells you everything that they're for on their card here. Coarse needles is the 32 triangle, 36 triangle, and 36 reverse. They all come color labeled, and you get 3 kinds of each. And they're going to last you forever. So you just want to be really careful when you first get them. If you're new, they do break really easily. So just follow the tutorials and be careful. Don't stab yourself. You probably will. So make sure your tetanus is up to date and just be careful. They have finger guards that you can buy. I used to wear them in the beginning. I don't anymore so much. But yeah, that's fine. So they're really great. And she has a video that goes over what all of them do, but really it's just kind of a coarse, medium, and a finishing. And then there's reverse needles. So don't get overwhelmed by everything in the beginning. Just get started. Just get a few things and jump in and get started. So this pack of needles is not very expensive. This is where I would get them from. You don't need to get a holder, but you can. I think it was $10 or less. So you can just hold the needle yourself. And that's really all you need to get started is needles. And you're gonna wanna get some core wool. This is also from Living Felt, CW1 core wool. And this is gonna be for your base. And I'll show you what that does, how to use that. And then you just need a little mat, a little foam mat. This one's got some fuzz on it. a little foam mat, and then I'm going to show you how to just make a little ball. Needle felting is just, you're stabbing and you're tangling up the fibers. You're basically matting it up and making shapes. So that's it. That is needle felting. And to get some colors, if you are going to follow along with making a doll, all you're going to need to start is skin color. So Living Felt has all their skin colors, and I think there's 7 of them. So get whatever you want, which is so great that they have all the different skin colors. And you can get whatever one you want. You can get some, this is their MC one. You can get some regular colors, but for making the doll, we're not really going to use them right away. So to keep it less expensive for you, just go ahead and get your skin color and that you want, and your core wool. Okay, your core wool, a little foam mat, and some needles, and that's it. So don't get overwhelmed. There's a lot to learn in this hobby, craft, art, but try not to get overwhelmed. It's really simple and it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna show you. This is called core wool, and this is from sheep, and this is a 26 micron USA sheep from Living Felt. That's where I get a lot of my supplies. Now I'll link her page. She's a wonderful company based in Texas, and I'll be talking about them a lot. So that's Living Felt, and I'll link the page. It's livingfelt.com. They ship all over, international, and it's wonderful. So this is the core wool, the CW1 core wool. So this would be the base of your structure, and in the next video, I'm going to show you some other options for bases of structures, but mostly I use the core wool. So what you're going to do, see, you have your wool, you have your felting pad, and you have a needle, a felting needle, and there's little barbs. Let's see if I can get the camera to see it. Probably not. But there's little tiny barbs. It's not like a sewing needle. There's little tiny barbs on the end. This one's in a little pen holder from Michael's. But there's also, I'll show you what they look like out of the holder. So they just look like that. And they're used in industry machines. And so what they do is they just take these single needles out of the industry machine and they sell them like this. So that's what they look like. Okay. And what you're doing is you have your foam or some kind of felting material pad, and you just basically roll up the core wool. Tight as you can. You're going to get all the air out. And then you get a little bit of a stronger needle here. That's a finishing needle, and I'm going to go over the different sizes. There are different levels. This is the strongest needle. And I'm going to go over the sizes with you in one of the next videos. So you just stab, stab, stab into the middle, watching your fingers. Getting it all around. Until it is going to form a ball. So it does take a lot of time, and that's all you do. You're just gonna stab, stab, stab around, and then you're gonna form a ball. And so you can start to form different shapes, and that's needle felting. That's all there is to it. So this is your base structure, and you can use armature inside. We'll talk about that. And then after you get your base structure going, that is when you can put on your different colors. And this is a goodie pack. I think that's what this one's called. Let's see, yeah, an MC1 Merino Cross goodie bag. And this has just all your different, share my camera here, all your different colors. So this is the MC1, it felts really well. All your different colors. Okay. This one is another example of how wool can come. So this is what would be called roving or a sliver, and this is merino top, and it just comes in this kind of long snake type thing, and then you would just pull it apart and use it. This one is a little bit more shiny, slippery, and yeah. So you have that, and then in these little tiny bags is more of the merino top. It's just kind of folded up. So I want to say this one came on Amazon. Be careful getting stuff on Amazon. Sometimes it's not going to be the best quality, but this is more of the merino. So it's a little bit different from the MC1 from Living Felt. As you can see, this is like a shorter fiber length. So it's just a little bit fuzzier. It felts really well. That's going to help it felt. And then this one is a little bit smoother. So there's a lot of different uses for the different textures and staple lengths. And you'll kind of learn as you go. It's a lot to go into on a first video. So just wanted to show you the different the differences here. But it's a good, you just get a bag of something. The MC1 is great to start with, or you can get a little sample bag of the slivers, roving, merino top. It all kind of means the same thing. So yeah, okay. So this is the Living Felt page, and what you're gonna do when you first go on, just buy those little things that I said. Don't get overwhelmed by all the different options. There are some kits if you want to try on your own. You know, try a little kit. It'll have everything in it that you need. So that is a good way to start. You can kind of learn as I'm getting the tutorials ready for the doll program if you've never done anything before. So there's a lot of really great tiny kits. Marie also has tutorials too, so jump on there and check those out, and you're just gonna love it. So I'm not gonna go over a lot of the basics of needle felting because there's so many other videos that already do that. So I know people are kind of waiting just to get started, so we're really just gonna get started and jump right into the tutorials, okay? And then we've got the Princess and the Pea there with her COVID germ just hanging out. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can stay up on all the notifications. And next week we're going to be starting our sketches for our next project and also making purchases to get started. We are going to be doing the Sanderson sisters in preparation for Halloween. So there's 3 dolls and it's going to take some time to get through them all. So hopefully we will be done just in time for Halloween. So get ready, make your purchases, get your sketchbook ready, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.